mentioned this morning that last game you had to give an in-game message to the guys. Did you have to do that again?
Yeah, I think anything we tried tonight was any messages was probably too late. We didn't look like ourselves from the start, and we didn't look like ourselves at all through the game. So, still a mystery to why that is. But and any messages we attempted to give during the game, even in the third, I just juggled lines a little bit, and then said we're going to switch them back. Thought it might even look worse. So we went back to familiarity, but we had a lot of guys that didn't look like themselves tonight, and it all added up to how it should have.
What message do you try to deliver to make sure that it's not a big hit to confidence, especially when it comes to younger guys on a younger team?
Yeah, the message right after the game was, we'll look at this, we'll talk about it further, but we're going to have to move on. Again, it was we looked very lethargic, and we struggled to process even things that they processed plenty, and it was just a challenge tonight with so many guys. So we just didn't, and then to complicate, we didn't do anything to make the game easier on us. We played a lot of the game in front of them, lateral instead of opportunity to put pucks to the net, especially early, or put pucks behind them just to back them off. They played a great game as far as gap control, and we just didn't put anything behind them. So it was just so easy for them to counter and transition, and in the first goal's example, that's just too easy. So again, for whatever reason, we collectively struggled to process tonight, and it was not pretty.
The shots were 11-2 at the start of the game. I mean, did you sense it felt like the third period Monday, and just you have to try to get this team out of whatever rut they're in?
Yeah, the third period, even going through the third period on Monday, we gave up 8 even strength chances by our count the other day, and we gave up more chances, as I mentioned, when we had the power play and the kill. We gave up like 13 or something, and we gave up 8 even strength chances in the first period. So it was a totally different than the other night. I mean, the other night we, aside from the grade A's they had on the when we had the power play, 5-on-5, we limited them pretty darn good the other night. Tonight we weren't even in a position to limit them. We gave pucks back too easily and couldn't recover seams and recover pockets that they could get to. So it was we had a difficulty processing, so we gave up totally different chances tonight than we did the other night, which is odd.
Don, I don't think I would have asked you this question in any other game this year, but in that 2-minute span where they got the 3 goals, did you feel like the guys lost their intensity with the types of goals that they were able to score?
Yeah, I think, clearly we lacked intensity after that, and I think it was hesitation was probably a better way to describe it. It was not a good goal at the end of a penalty kill. It was a simple play. They made a lateral play that we should have, again, if you look at just uncharacteristic of us to not be aware of that lateral play coming across and pick it off or contest it better. But then it was a letdown. So we didn't react competitively from that point, and that tells me it was the whole mood of the night. Like, the guys just didn't feel themselves, and it was those moments deflate you when you don't feel you have either energy or you don't feel your game. They just deflate you, and that's what I felt happened. I don't think it was we didn't want to respond. It was just we obviously we didn't respond. So you question, could we respond? And that's, who knows the answer to that. But it looked like it deflated us, and we lost competitiveness.
Obviously, mercy pull, I guess, with Dustin. He's been so good. You guys were able to support him. Did you just need to get him out of there?
Yeah, this is one night we really didn't support him. I mean, we didn't support him tonight. You could again, the other night, aside from breakaways, we limited second chance and push shots pretty well, even though they had shots. And when you're up on a team, they're going to barrage you the other night. Tonight, it was 0-0, and, we were just sloppy. So, yeah, it was a tough night. Dustin was not the issue. In front of him was the issue.
You know,
Yeah.